onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Second and 12.
He'll look to throw.
44-yard line.
Flushed out right. Dumps it off for Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They give it off here to the tight end. And a short gain down to about the 33. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Following the fumble recovery. It's Wilson. Eric Armstead gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Buying time to his left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The throw over the middle taken in. They find some open field here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is White on the screen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete. Intended for Raheem Mostert.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He lets it fly for it. Got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
54, check, walk 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll make it third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
For the Seahawks.
Bust through the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to run again, and the ball is knocked out. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is
on third down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
31.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and he had points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions and coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
2nd and 14. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This is Mostert. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
15-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 54 mark. 54 mark. 14, right up. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And this offense is running away with this one.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
8-yard gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And that will write a finish to this ball game.